Hello, everyone. While waiting, I want to make an announcement. So we have this game, just a friendly game. So I think AIT students know this because I sent an email, and in the email, I mentioned about the one-liner idea pitch. So it's like this. So the challenge is simple. Write one sentence solution to everyday problem. It can be simple, ambitious, high tech or low tech solution. Think about something that annoys you or a process that could be much better. And then, example, an app that tells you in real time how long the line in the AIT cafeteria. It's just one line, okay? Another example, a smart umbrella that sends a notification to your phone if you accidentally leave it behind. Last example, a subscription service for locally sourced healthy snacks delivered to your dorm. So these are three examples. So write your one sentence idea plus your name and also your school. For MMSU, write MMSU, and AIT, write AIT. And then later on, before we close, we will select five most interesting idea, and we will give you prize. Okay, five ideas will win for today. Okay, so if you want to join, this is mandatory. Only those who want to join can join. So I have the card here. So you just write the only one sentence, okay? If it's two, no, disqualified, okay? So one sentence followed by your name at the bottom and then your school. Okay, who wants to join? Who has an idea? Okay, very good. Then let's give away to those who wants to join. And then after you write, you fold it, okay? Fold it and then put it here, the other side in the empty part of the box. And then later we will check it. If you need a pen, just let us know. So we do this while waiting. I just want to inform because we have guests from Philippines. These are the students in front are actually from Mariano Marcos State University in the Philippines. So they're having their Youth Impact Nexus program with us with AIT Entrepreneurship Center. And it happens to be on the week that we have the EC Open House. And at the back, you can see the AIT students. And yeah, they're here for the EC Open House. So you guys can network, get to know each other. Do you understand the game, the challenge? You repeat it again. Okay. So it's a one sentence solution to everyday problem basically. One sentence solution to everyday problem. Example will be an app that tells you in real time how long the line is at the AIT cafeteria. So it's just one line, right? But we know it's very clear what it is. It's a product, it's a technology, it's a solution, it's a service, it's a process like that. The most creative and innovative will win. We have five prizes that we will be giving to you, to those who will have the, yes? Okay, there's a question at the back. Yes? Oh, paper.
So I cannot stay the entire program. It's not possible. It's possible because I will go to the events. So focus on the language. Yeah. So what? Okay, okay. So that's all. That's better. So you don't have to follow the supposed to be. I love it. Right, and for the program today. Okay, so Dr. Chibati. Yes. Yes. That sounds like.
Yeah, but Professor Mansky himself. Oops, I think you dropped your. You should be hold it. That's what you can. That's why I asked.
Did you submit your one line pitch already? Who's still doing it? Okay, good. Okay, we're about to start. We're just waiting for our vice president. So just submit now because we're starting in right now. We're starting right now. Here, sir, in front. Professor, for you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our annual signature event, the EC Open House. I'm your host, Jennifer, manager of AIT Entrepreneurship Center. And without further ado, I would like to call our director, Professor Dieter Trau, founding director of AIT EC, to give his welcome remarks. Sir, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, welcome to our AIT Entrepreneurship Center Open House. You know, the main purpose of this is, you know, to introduce the Entrepreneurship Center and our activities. And of course, to motivate you, you know, to participate in our events, hackathons, and yeah, different activities that we are doing here at the Entrepreneurship Center. So if you get an email with this logo there, yeah, please don't delete immediately. Please open and yeah, check out, you know, what our next events are. And I hope and I'm sure, yeah, some of them they might be interesting for you, and you know, to add to your learning experience here in AIT. And in particular, if you are interested in entrepreneurship, maybe in the future, starting your own company or any of these activities. Yeah. Okay. So with this, I give back to you, Jennifer.
Oh, that was quick, sir. Thank you very much for that welcome remarks, Professor Dieter. Now it is my honor to invite on stage our Vice President for Administration and Development, Professor Siddharth Jabade, to give his opening remarks. Sir, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Jennifer. I think, first of all students and of course faculty and our AI Brain Lab founders and others, Dieter, it's a great initiative here by the Entrepreneurship Center. And I have a few thoughts I thought let me discuss with you here. Being part of this process, because I'm a qualified patent attorney and I've drafted more than 350 plus patents and commercialized so many inventions. So I'm very much part. I'm feeling like at home here. Couple of points in the opening remark. Please remember, all of you are not people here, you are minds. And when all these minds come together, that's the essential part of any innovation, because innovation is all about network. Innovation is all about trusted network, and innovation is all about meeting minds. Because you're all Gen Z and all, we are dependent. We used to be dependent in my era on God Google, but now God has changed. So it has come to ChatGPT and all. But what we don't get from all these AI large language models is the experience of meeting people, sharing thoughts, understanding each other. So this is a great event where these minds are there together in this room, and you can share your ideas, you can learn from each other. That is point number one. Point number two, at AIT, we are creating this ecosystem for you for the value chain from idea to impact. If you have any idea, how do you translate that idea into something tangible, prototype, then feasible, techno-commercially viable, and reaching it to the marketplace to really create impact as large scale? That entire ecosystem is being created, and thanks to again EC for initiating it, because it is trying to nudge you, correct, and enable you, to inspire you to think of ideas and come across with it. AIT, we are with you to take it forward. And how we take it forward is because we have a very structured innovation system where we will help you take your idea to the next technology readiness levels, market readiness level, customer readiness level, IP readiness level, so on and so forth. And thanks to our experts, like I can see Raymond Chi here, is investor himself. So you are fortunate here. So the person having deep pockets is out here from Singapore. So he will be the first one to take care, and he is here to, I would say, share his experience, right? Because these guys know how to take ideas and commercialize it. Again, AI Brain Lab co-founder Sanjeet is there. So you are at the right part. We also have the IP system where we be able to help in filing your patent applications, right? And also helping you find out the freedom to operate report and commercialization partners. And the last part is, if you want to have your startups, of course, EC is there to help you. And also AIT is a board of investment endorsed science and technology park, where if you have a company here, then there are several privileges. And here there are a few successful companies where they will be discussing with you. So what I'm trying to say is you have entire ecosystem, And my humble request is try to leverage this, use it to the benefit, because entrepreneurial spirit is important. All of you may not result in having your own companies, but after this event, all of you will certainly go back with the entrepreneurial mindset. And what is the entrepreneurial mindset? Is creating more from less, right? Because within what resources you have, how can you push the boundaries with the growth mindset and create more from less? And having that mindset, if everybody goes back, I think that's one of the successes. And I wish all the several startups emerge from this. Last part, you take one step. At AIT, we are here to take 10 steps for you, correct? And that's all, again, this entire event is. Greatly appreciate efforts of Dr. Dieter and his team, Jennifer and entire team here to bring them, all of you together, bring our experts here and to initiate this process. I hope this will not end here as a transactional event, but it will continue with the series of dialogues with you. And I would request you to be connected with each other, because the power of minds and the compounding power of minds is far beyond what any other technology can do. Thank you so much. I wish you best of luck and enriching, enlightening experience throughout this open house. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Jabari. So now we go maybe to introduce our team and mentors. Yeah. So let's start. So, you know, we have a very small team in AIT EC, but we have a number of mentors, and some of them are here with us today. So, and I would ask the mentor to give a very short intro. I think we need a second microphone. So let me start with Dr. Lakisha. So Dr. Lakisha, she's a mentor with us for, and I think from the beginning of the Entrepreneurship Center. Yeah.
Thank you. And welcome, everyone. So I've had the fortune of spending much of today, all of Monday with some of you. For some of you, it's the first time we're meeting. As Professor Dieter has mentioned, my name is Dr. Lakisha. I'm from the US. I really encourage you, just building on the Vice President's remarks, to use the center as a resource. And beyond that, really work to develop relationships with one another. So prior to coming to AIT, I was a dean at 2 universities in the US, sometimes with undergraduate students. And one thing that I have found is that over time, I just returned on Saturday. So I saw some of my former students from 10 years ago. Those that are achieving and, you know, building enterprises now, it started from when they were students sitting in the chairs, just as you were 10 years ago. So don't only focus on your coursework, come to places like the Entrepreneurship Center, get to know one another, develop genuine, authentic relationships with your peers, with your faculty. Several of my former students have been named Forbes 30 under 30. And what I will tell you is that the ones who achieved that and other recognitions, it's because they persevered. So if there was one bit of advice that I would leave with you today, is always keep one foot in front of the other. So there is one of my favorite quotations is, if you cannot fly, then you run. If you cannot run, then you walk. And if you cannot walk, then you crawl, but you keep moving forward. Dr. Martin Luther King made that that quote 55 years ago, but I think that it still holds true today. So you keep moving forward. And as has been said before, the team here in the Entrepreneurship Center, your faculty across AIT, it's San Marcos State University, we're here because we want to help you to do that. Just really quickly about my background. I'm a non-traditional academic in many ways. I've spent some time in industry and sometimes as a faculty member. So I've been trained as a management scholar and I teach in the School of Management, but I also ran our innovation programs at Amazon AWS across 15 countries in Southeast Asia. So I have a bit of a tech background, but I'm a management social scientist, right? So I just share that with you, so that you can say, maybe I can learn something from her. Maybe I'd like to have coffee with her. Maybe I would like to set up a virtual chat with her. And all of those would be my pleasure. So I look forward to working with you, and I encourage you to keep moving forward. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lakeisha. Actually, you can have a coffee with Lakeisha very soon at our networking later. Or maybe you're not here. So next, I want to invite Dr. Tobias Andres, my colleague and friend from our School of Management.
Hello. Ay, ay, ay. Welcome. I think most of you have met as well. So great to see you again and to tell a slightly different story about Startup Grind. We collaborate very closely with the Entrepreneurship Center. And I really like to use this opportunity to introduce as well a Startup Grind, because whether you are here in Bangkok or in the Philippines or wherever you are, Startup Grind is perhaps already there, and maybe you want to become a part of our community. Why would you become a part of this community? It's, first of all, we are the leading startup community worldwide. So if you want to get engaged with entrepreneurs, with getting something forward, so this is maybe the strongest network that you can find in the world. It was founded in 2010 in Silicon Valley, and that's still the heart of Startup Grind. We are tech-driven startups changing the world one startup at a time. And we are really values-based. So we believe in making friends, not networking, not connections, no friends. That's really it. How do you do that? Giving first, helping others. And that is an approach that we feel is not only leading to good results, but also to happy founders eventually. So I invite you really to join Startup Grind wherever you are. We have a lot of events that we organize about here, fintech, technology, legal topics as well. So we cover a wide range of topics with Startup Grind, educational topics, also how to get your startup to the next level. We also assist with fundraising and to getting you to the next level. Networking behind the scenes. We also organize every year a big conference, Startup Grind Global in Silicon Valley, where you then have access to like the big ticket investors that you might not find in Southeast Asia to really bring your startup. This year, we were lucky that we could bring 2 startups from Thailand to our global conference to reach out to investors. If you want to join us, just around the corner, our next event is on Monday. And there we have a very interesting speaker, in my opinion. Ora V is a technology evangelist, or in other words, she is one of the leading experts in Thailand for AI. And not like a LinkedIn expert, but a real expert. And what they do is with SCB10X, they develop a large language model that you can run on your own, that you can use open source, that is focused on Thai language, that is also improving that. And they have now a new feature that you can use Thai audio to speak with your large language model. And that is really a next level that we have here. And I think we are the world premiere where you get insight into that feature. So they are really, you are on top of the curve. And that is very interesting for everyone interested in technology, but also for startups, because this can be the engine of your next team. And we had some discussion before, is it now a good time to have a startup? I think it is always hard, and it will never be easy, but it was never as easy as it is at the moment to get something started. So the world is for change. We don't know how it looks like, but we know it will be full of opportunities. And if you open your eyes, you can be part of that change. So really go for it. And even if you don't have an idea yet, join Startup Grind, because maybe there you get the inspiration. You might find the right people to start something together. So please join us on Monday. Thank you. Here's our QR code if you want to send. So now I am already over the time, but I have many hats here. You see, Besides being the director of the Startup Grind chapter,
So
I'm-
Tobias, we will send the email out. So we will send the email out. So Entrepreneurship Center is a type of co-host partner of Startup Grind, and we will have a van also, going there. And please watch out with the email with our logo. Yeah.
yes.
Okay, and there's one more very
Then-
interesting development.
Very short, and
Yeah.
that's actually also a follow-up from the collaboration with the
Yes,
Entrepreneurship Center. Earlier this year, we organized the Social Impact Hackathon, and that was an amazing event. It was not only a lot of fun and great, we had also some interesting concepts that we are now turning into projects. For example, we plan to connect a very remote school in urban Thailand with fresh water. At the moment, can you imagine a school with more than 100 kids and there's no fresh water at the moment, just collected rainwater, donor education, things like that. And one other thing that came out of this to follow up is that there are at the moment ideas and plans to join a Rotaract club at AIT. So if you want to be part of this initiative and this wonderful, sympathetic group that we have here, then please feel free to reach out to me, or maybe even better, that guy who is now desperately looking at his phone. Maybe you can look here and wave. So if you want to be part of this community, then perhaps you can reach out to him and come on board to make this project happen and be part of the change.
Yeah. So maybe I need to explain a little bit more about this. So, this came out of one of our hackathons. And, the team Aqua Hope, from AIT won this, and we have one of the members here. And another information is that Tobias is a chairman of a Rotary Club in Bangkok. It's a Rotary Club Dach. And, there is maybe many of you know Rotary Club, but maybe you are not knowing they have a type of junior, level club. And that caused actually Rotaract. And so out of these hackathons we did here in AIT, and the student group is interested in it, Tobias is helping them to establish the Rotaract Club. So it's totally independent from AIT. It's totally independent, but we hope you will make AIT your home for the initial meetings and things like this. And it's not limited to AIT. So any young person, can actually join this. Yeah. So and the Rotaract team will be set up, and they will then be open. Yeah, for more membership, I believe. Okay, very good. Thank you, Tobias.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I want to introduce one more member, Dr. Suda. So he's with AIT for a very long time, much longer than I. And he has been a mentor for the Entrepreneurship Center for many years. Can we have a microphone? Oh, I give you this.
Thank you. Dear Mr. Vice President, dear Dieter, thank you to be here. And my name is Andrei Suder. I am from Romania. And I know that all of you know all those theoretical steps to be an entrepreneur. I take this opportunity to present my presence here as an entrepreneur and give you a practical example. That means 10 years ago, I didn't know nothing about Thailand. And I had a friend of mine who was the professor at the AIT and counselor of the president. And he invited me to spend my winter holidays in Thailand. So I came, and being in AIT, I remarked that the Thailand doesn't have or doesn't take opportunities to access non-reimbursable funds from Europe projects. So I made the speech, and I make a conference and a workshop, and people was interested, and they invited me for the next year as professor and to help to write the project as coordinator, because the majority of the European projects with the funds are coordinated by European universities. So The next day, here I came. So, from entrepreneurship point of view, what was this thing? This was an opportunity. I saw an opportunity here in AET, but this opportunity was due to the other things, the fact that I was working from 20 years in European projects. I work in almost all European countries. I manage more than 30 projects, and I was assessor of the European projects and responsible in national agency. So you can have an opportunity, but you don't have the knowledge and the skill, this opportunity, you can do nothing with that. Secondly, after that, I come here and during the years, we wrote with the IIT professors many projects, not many, about 4 projects which were accepted as promoters from IIT. And IIT is now the first university in Thailand having the most projects approved as promoters. And this is what it means. This is to make the sustainability according to entrepreneurial schemes. So you have to work and to consolidate what are you doing, and you have to consolidate every year. And that is a simple example of the entrepreneurship. And I am at your disposal if you want to work and to get more informations about entrepreneurship and how to see the opportunities in the things you don't even believe that there is an opportunity. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Andre. So next, I want to invite our mentor, Mr. Raymond. Thank you, Raymond, for coming.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Professor Jabadi. So I'm from the industry, but I'm also a student in doing my DBA in School of Management. Although I'm involved in investment now, but I've always been an entrepreneur. So I can simply say that I've been on both sides of the environment, from entrepreneurship perspective all the way to investment. So the ecosystem is something that I'm reasonably familiar with, and it's something that I can share with you. I run a small VC firm in Singapore called NB Tech Fund, which is part of a broader asset management company called Capital Asia Investment, CAI manages about $10 billion of asset, but my fund is smaller. And we invest into various companies. But some advice that I would like to share with you is the most important thing for you to do is you must be brave to give it a try, to start. Because most of the people, they always have the fear of starting to go into something that they are not familiar with, the uncharted path. But you will never be able to know everything to be ready to start your own business. You just need to start. Just have to start. That's the most important thing. And the same thing goes for me as well. When I think back about what I did for my first venture, I was only 20 years old. There were so many things that I did not know during then. And had I tried to understand a lot of things I wouldn't be able to know during then. I don't have connections. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have enough capital, but I just have a dream that I want to be successful. So, and I can safely tell all of you now that everyone that are entrepreneurs, they don't really know the exact, the path, the accurate path towards success. They never know about that. So it's like, even they might have a business model, but all business model changes over time. All. So it's not like from day one, you really know what you want to do. It's just that you must be brave enough to take the first step to try and be dynamic, this willingness to learn, to know that you'll be making mistakes along the way, that kind of thing, to start doing something to fix it but you will never know exactly from first day itself. So just be brave to jump into the water, to learn to swim, and hope that everything goes well from there. Okay. Failure rate is very high, by the way. Starting a business, the failure rate is 90%. So it's perfectly fine to make mistakes. Everyone do. It's perfectly fine to fail and to start again. But most importantly, learn. Okay, so I've gone through a lot of that and I'm still failing a lot occasionally, but we learn and try to make ourselves better. Okay, all right, that's all from my side.
Okay, thank you, Raymond. So last but not least, I want to invite Mr. Bhagat. So, and we also have to get together, some announcement to make. So, Mr. Bhagat, he has many rules. First of all, he is a AIT alumni. He's also our friend of the Entrepreneurship Center for many years. He's also a donor to Entrepreneurship Center and AIT, and a project partner in different projects we are doing. Mr. Bhagat, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. So it's been numerous times I've been sharing this podium, and it's always been a pleasure. So nice meeting you all. Well, I think we have another thing after this, so I'll keep it very brief. So just to introduce myself, I just see myself as one of you. My association with AIT is nearly a quarter of century, because it started when I came to do my master's nearly 25 years back. And yeah, I mean, in the pursuit of life, sometime I think it just got disconnected for a while. But then around the time when COVID came, so came the reassociation when I stepped back as a donor, as Professor Dieter said. But then it initiated a lot of things, and yeah, and things have been so far so good. And and then last couple of years, I'm sort of like retired from my day-to-day work. So that gave me even more time to spend with our friends at AIT. And in fact, we have initiated some initiatives. And in fact, one of the most significant, which I believe is going to have a very significant positive impact around, we're going to announce in a while. So yeah, that's pretty much about me. And obviously, AIT EC, I have a private office back there at the EC, and EC is just like a second home. I can be reached out very easily. Talking to Professor Dieter is like talking to me. So it's as simple as that. And in fact, the new program that we are about to announce is going to be a route where we can communicate directly. So like, as I have already spoken to our friends at AIT, that this is something I'm going to add my commitment towards, help, like adding some boost to AIT's day-to-day endeavor, but more importantly, to assure that every single individual that comes to AIT with a hope of having a great career, that like from the mindset of an entrepreneurial mindset, so how it can be taken to the next step. So that's pretty much it. And just to give a briefing about it, rather than, because if I have to give the list of the places where I worked or the companies that I have started, it will take much longer. So without further ado, I would just like to welcome you all, and I believe you guys have a good time. I heard that there are some friends from Philippines as well. I believe you had great hospitality out here at AIT, and I look forward to see all of you and many more, in times to come. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So now we come to our announcement. So of this initiative. So how it came across. So I talked to many of my students I have in AIT, and also we did a survey for our students in AIT. And what we really found out, and maybe you can see yourself in there as well, that actually many students, they don't really have now a full idea about their career path and what exactly they want to do and what they want to achieve in life. That is even stronger for bachelor students, but even in our survey and in our discussions with many students, even our master students, they would need some support. And so we have the plan now to launch this program, and we call it AIT Entrepreneurship Center Career Plus. And this will be launched together with DN69, Mr. Bhagat, and DN69 team, which is some of the members sitting there in the back. And it's a program in two phases. The first phase, it is basically to find yourself, to find about of your talents, to find about, what you can do good and what you cannot do, and about, what you really want to achieve, and what are really your goals that are deeper in you, where you want to go. And the second phase is a very tailored phase where we have one-to-one events and coaching and so on and so forth. So our plan is to launch it in January, and maybe I want to invite Mr. Bagab to tell a little bit more about the program, what we want to do together. So it will run here in the Entrepreneurship Center.
Actually, just before that, I'd just like to actually reveal that the very thought of this came in this very room on 4th of September when we had our inaugural session of Seed 1.0 program that was again arranged by EC and was sponsored by one of my companies, where I can see some of our Seed 1.0 faces out here, and thank you for being here. So you see, I mean, at that point of time, okay, Seed 1.0 was an event on self-reliance, right? But I could see that we had people from two different sides, where I can see everybody's eventual goal is the same, but the way they're pursuing it was not. So I believe there is a requirement that, okay, I mean, eventually we really need to have a proper bridging bridging medium, so that and at the same time, I mean, we all have gone through this phase, right? I mean everyone has studied, everyone are in the final year of their bachelor's, everyone is doing okay, some of them are doing their masters and eventually PhD and so on and so forth, but a lot of time we just keep on doing things just as a part of status quo. A lot of time we don't even ask ourselves that what we exactly want. More importantly, even if sometimes we know what to do, but then how, what maybe we might be having the answer about what, but we don't know precisely how. And I think that was the basis of that survey that EC carried out amongst the IIT students. And we got the feedback and pleasantly surprised to see that 95% responses were exactly the way we anticipated. So that's why, then we came up with this idea, why not we do it like this, that as Professor already explained, we come across, we make it more like tailor-made for AIT individuals so that it can go in tandem with the semesters, AIT semesters. Of course, it'll be a hybrid event, having in-person sessions combined with online, because we can accommodate the most, maybe 50 odd people, but we need to be touched by more than that, because AIT alone has about 2,000 students, right? So the way we look forward that, of course, there is a session in the first semester where we have self-introspection. And now just one thing before going to that, I mean, how come we are talking about all these things on the Entrepreneurship Center? Because let's not get misled by the name career. It's not just a career path development scenario. It's about bringing self-reliance in our lives. So now entrepreneurship is not just about building startups and go to VC and raise funds. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship, okay, being an entrepreneur myself and reasonably successful one, I can tell that at least on the merit of whatever I've done. So entrepreneurship is basically, I didn't become an entrepreneur today because I set up my own company, which I realized much later, obviously. I became an entrepreneur the day I could manage my affairs on an extremely self-reliant manner. And that self-reliance is very important. Whether we are studying, whether we are going for a job, whether we are going for setting up a business, because sometimes I might be owning a very big business, but then if I'm dependent for every single decision to my shareholders, to so-and-so stakeholders, am I self-reliant? No. So this thing is about bringing self-reliance to our life. Whatever we want to do going forward, we want to bring self-reliance. That's what is the bottom line. So that is a practical implementation of entrepreneurship. So it can be anything, you know, and I'm quite sure we will work together as a team and we'll eventually figure out together, you know, because we should not be claiming we are the experts to know what you are thinking in your mind. No one knows, you know, yourself better than you yourself. So that's why we will work out the process. And the moment we come into a consent that, okay, someone is perhaps suitable for, it can be more than one route. Some people maybe because I myself started my career as a professional and remain professional for all of my, even for my own companies, you know. So the thing is that once we come into the conclusion that, okay, what is the best suited way, and then with the consent of the person, we can move on to the second semester where if the decision is that, okay, one person is quite clear that pursuing job in Thailand. So obviously, as a part of this program, we are including our network from the industry, from the academia, alike. So obviously, the governing council that we are in the process of setting up are the people in under whose belt there should be at least 700 to 800 companies in Thailand. So obviously, all the students, whoever wants to have a job career in Thailand, will have a direct access. Of course, we cannot get anyone a job there, but we can create the path. So this is what this initiative is all about. So I would be, you know, I would really be humbly looking forward to work together with all of you. And in fact, as I've been speaking to Professor, nowadays that my focus is more shifting on giving back to what I can to the society. So I will have my complete personal commitment together with full team support, and of course, it's something that Professor Dieter and myself have conceptualized together. And I believe that, you know, it will be for all of the individuals who think it can bring a change to their life.
Yeah,
And then I made it very clear that we have to keep it very affordable, unlike
Yes.
most of the things that comes up for this kind of thing, so that anyone can just think that, okay, it's just a matter of, withstanding a month of Starbucks coffee or something. They should be as affordable as that. So that's what is the emphasis upon. Yeah. So that's pretty much is it. Thank you very much to EC team for all the hard work, and let's look forward to be together and make a difference. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, so please think about it. If this is interesting for you, you know, the phase one is more a personal development and develop your confidence in yourself, to present confidence in what you really want to do. Our goal is to make every AIT student very successful, but not only successful in, you know, finding really your dream job and your dream career path, you know, which could be higher studies, which could be finding a job in a company or starting your own business, but also, you know, to make you happy what you do. You know, so that is very, very important, because I believe people who are happy in what they do, they will be always very good.
So I
Yeah,
think
that-
Miss Jennifer can give further details on the specifics of the thing. And in fact, as some of you are from Philippines, so we'll be having our actually person in charge in Philippines as well. So all the students from the Philippines also can actually join this event online. So we have so it will be as we move along. Today is just the launching. So as we move along, all the regional regional contact points would be like released out to registered members.
Yes.
Thank you.
But this is a paid event, so it's a paid program. So there will be a cost for everybody, because we also have a lot of cost. We will have a lot of resource people, different resource people. Mr. Vargap, his team, our team from the Entrepreneurship Center, our mentors, and so on. And so there's a cost structure for this program. Yeah. So you can contact us if you're interested in it. Hmm?
Thank you very much, Professor Dieter and Mr. Bargab. Please stay on stage. We will still talk about more about Careers Plus Plus. So who here has Netflix subscription? Raise your hand. Don't be shy. Go. Netflix subscription. I'm sure everyone has. How much is your subscription? How much is your subscription for Netflix? 499 baht? Is it? How much in the Philippines? 700 pesos? Roughly, right?
That's per month.
Per month.
Really? Okay.
Yes, month. We pay, around 500, right? So, but here, this is for your future. This is for your career. Right now, since we just launched this, we have the special prize for all of you who will register today. So We open it today, valid until the N69, very generous. They extended the validity until October 31. So right now you can register and it's only 369. That's it.
Not per month, sir.
First,
Semester. Netflix is more expensive than this. And this is for your future. Okay? So the regular price actually is 1,899. And if you register after October 31, then you get 999. You have to pay 999 Thai baht. But today until 31, we're giving you a special offer of 369 only. And this is even Philippines can avail this. Yeah, because this special offer.
eventually, at this one, we can say whenever we open a new location. So I think for initial 7 days, we keep this open house rate, yeah, everywhere.
20 sessions, so what's included here. Our phase one that I mentioned to you, it's 20 sessions. There will be mainly all online. There might be one or two, in-person events, either here or maybe in our city campus. So phase two will be, a different thing. But now we concentrate on the phase one. So it's 20 sessions with different mentors and so on, interactions.
I'm sure everyone's like still taking the information in. If you have any question, now is the right time to ask. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I open the floor for Q&A. Just a quick question, just to, clarify some of your doubts or your questions in your mind while Professor Dieter and Mr. Bergob are still here. And maybe you have a question to other mentors. So please feel free to ask questions that you have. After that, we will have a group photo. So stay behind. Just 5 more minutes, and then we'll have a group photo and, of course, our networking and refreshment break waiting also over there. Any questions? I know the first question is always the difficult one. Nobody wants to ask the first question, but actually you should, because we will all remember you. You're the one who asked the first question in EC Open House 2025. Isn't that great? So who wants to be that person who will get the feature in AIT website joke? Anyone? Question? No, everything clear? Price is clear? No negotiation for the price?
It can be anything, it's just come over. Yeah.
You want to talk to Mr. Raymond? Mr. Raymond, can you
You don't ask, you don't know.
Exactly. Or I'll just volunteer you then.
But I think Raymond, I'll lead your help also on this one. We have a lot of things to discuss anyway. Yep.
Professor, maybe you have question for them.
So is it clear to you what our program gives? We see it like this, maybe now you have a lot of uncertainty. What exactly I want to do, where I want to go, which path I want to take. Do I want to do a PhD? Do I want to work in a big corporate company, in a small company? Do I want to start my own business sometimes? Things like this. And, even if you know what you want to do, how to do it, how exactly, and what type of skills you need. So that unclarity, we want to wipe it out. We want to completely wipe it out to make you become very confident what you want to do, how to do it. We will help you to create a very, nice CV, your digital presence, LinkedIn, all these type of things. You will be able to present yourself very well and to achieve your goals, So you come in maybe with a lot of uncertainty and you come out of our program with a lot of clarity. That is the idea about it.
And then definitely, like once the clarity is there, then obviously whatever is the perceived destination, maybe a lot of destination is rooted towards one of our companies. So that's be either the companies directly within my own family or even within our networks web. So as I say that as we go along, the governing council steps in and that it'll be basically mostly comprised of the retired bureaucrats or the industry leaders who are in their late 60s or early 70s having relaxing time. But then again, for this younger brother of them who they adore to support in all my these crazy initiatives. They're more than willing to be part of this. So obviously, I think we will add the we can just it's caring for sharing. And in fact, to be very honest, I'm just talking from the other side as well, because that is my day in, day out job. I mean, I run companies, and each company, we have the largest challenge. We have only one challenge: to have the good set of people. A lot of time it's a normal thing that the companies will have people, train them up, and the moment, so basically it'll be like a win-win either ways. And in fact, there is a dearth of good people. So I think we can bridge things around at the same time.
Yeah, and it will be very good for AIT. We want to have a lot of very successful alumni, which in many, many years give a donation, same Mr. Bhargav did to us.
No, actually,
No,
actually, this
to close the
yeah,
cycle.
Yeah. No, in fact, this can
Yeah.
create, that's another thing which is none of their business. But from AIT's perspective, this creates a new web of donations, which we can have a different discussion. So it helps everyone. It helps everyone. And I really want to see the day when I think on AIT's normal induction, this can be presented as a value addition, so that anyone steps in AIT. And in fact, we just put somewhere, I think it's tailor made for the students, but applicable for ages 15 to 50. Why? Because normally people start thinking about their career when they're 15 years old, but at the same time, a lot of time until maybe people are around 50, they still are hovering about what should they do to improve their career. So I think it can add value to all. Yeah.
Okay, any question? If no questions, then we want to make a group photo with all of you. Can I also invite our mentor to the front, Raymond and Andre? We make the picture from here, yeah? From into this way. And the last rows, can you stand up?
Yeah.
We make the picture from there, this way. Yeah, we are standing here. Or you can sit. Can sit. But I think you can do that the bottom. Yeah, the last row stand. We are sit. Okay. One, two, three. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, one, please. Stop. Okay, that. One, two, three. Okay. We can have some coffee tea. Yeah. And thanks for yeah. So we do this together. Yeah. And it's not limited to our students. So it's